understand is maybe the reason that you are not getting the recognition that you want, maybe the reason that you're not getting the promotions that you want in life is not because you don't do work, but it's because you have not yet found the originality that lies in you. You're too busy duplicating other people's efforts. But God is saying it's time for you to create your own. Yes?
I was going to kind of add on, like, when you duplicate, you know what I'm saying, you really don't get too much respect for that. Because, like, say somebody did something to Beyonce, and people, like, say she try to come out with something, they're going to be like, oh, you nothing but an off-brand Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? People knock you off for duplication, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's not even, like, a lot of people, they scared shit.
Not extra today.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always good to be good outside.
Okay.
True talent is technically not what you can do, your ability to sing, because that is a verb. But talent is actually what sets you apart from the world if you really dig deeper into it. No, seriously, Joy, it is. Because, like, no, for real. Like, we were talking about this other day in rehearsal. Like, all of us can probably sing. You know, we all have the ability to write a song. But what sets that song apart from Dylan's song? What sets that song apart from Barry's song? You have to have the talent to do so. Talent is not what you can do, it's how you can do it.
Very good. All right. So we're all in agreement, right? Now, but listen to the next part of this. Any part of your life that lacks originality, because God is original, because God is a creator, and because He created you and formed you to be like Him. Any part of your life that lacks originality is outside of the will of God. All right? That when God gave that to me, it kind of stung me a little bit, because there's some things that you do like everybody else. Some things you do by yourself, all of that. But God is saying, I gave you the ability to create in every aspect of your life. Only problem is what we do is we only create when we want to. And so we have all of this ability that God has given us. We just don't use it. So the point of this Bible class is to inspire you, and it's also for you to understand that there is a creator in you. It's time to waken it up so that you can start living the life that God has called you to be. You got it? Joe, you talking? No. All right, so let's keep going. Let's go back to inspiration now. There are two things that we need to learn, two things that should always inspire us. The first, remember we talked about respiration? I need y'all to talk to me. Yeah. That's the only way I know that you're still awake. Remember we talked about respiration, right? Yeah. Respiration. We know that the spiration part, the end part, is dealing with breath, right? The read, what does the prefix read mean? To do it again, right? So this is, respiration is the ability to breathe over and over and over again. It's the ability to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now, number one, we need to know the reason that respiration should inspire us is because breathing is a symptom of life. The fact that you can still breathe means that you still have life in your body. Number two, every breath should serve as a reminder that you have another chance to be great. So it doesn't matter what you messed up, however you messed up on yesterday. It doesn't matter what your failures were on yesterday. The fact that you're still breathing means that I have another chance to fix what I messed up. That should be inspiration. That should inspire you to move on. Man, I messed up yesterday, but I'm still breathing. That means I got another chance to do something right today. All right? C, no matter what you've done, every breath is God's reminder to you that He is still invested in your greatness. No matter what you have done, every breath should serve as a reminder to you that God is still invested in your greatness. Remember we read Genesis chapter 2, verse 7? Remember, I want y'all to talk to me.
Yes.
Remember we read chapter 2, Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. Does anybody remember what it said?
It said,
Yes, that talks about when God breathed into us. Every breath that you take, understand that it's God breathing into you. It's God trying to inspire you. It's God trying to pour into you again. But what happens is we need to know what we're going to do with the breath that He gives us. We need to try to figure out, this is the question that I need you to ask yourself. Am I wasting my breath? Am I wasting my breath? What are ways that we use every day to waste our breath? But we don't always make good use of the breath that he gives us. So go ahead, Barry.
Basically just living world. Like, yeah, living the ways of the world.
He said living worldly. I saw Tierra saying, and then I go to Taurus.
Like just basically like talking about stuff that really doesn't matter. It's not nothing positive we're talking about. It's something really negative.
Okay. Taurus? By cursing. Okay. Smoking. I saw Dylan's and then I come to you.
Another one would be like,
Go ahead, man.
another would be like, you tell people, like, leave me alone because I'm trying to focus on something else, and they keep messing with you. That's wasting.
Okay. Yes. Arguing can be a waste of breath. Yes, sir.
Because they be
Drinking, he said drinking can be a waste of breath. Okay? Because it's not productive. You disagree? Which one are you talking about?
For a celebration, like it's 21 and over, you know, like a wage or something like that, you know, or some type of.
We discussed that. Then we talked about moderation at that point. And if you can handle it, right? Some people just can't, they should not drink because they don't handle it. Right? You should know if you handle drinking well, because if you drink, anybody here, if you drink because you got to obey the laws of the land, you are sinning automatically.
We should know. We should know we can handle it.
I just said that.
You just said it.
Right. All right. So drinking, yes, can be a waste of breath because it's a sin, especially at your age. When you get older, then you need to decide. What's wrong with you? You have to decide, first of all, if it's worth it. You have to decide, is it worth it? Because then you have to, the Bible says, don't put any confidence in the flesh. A lot of times you think you can handle it, and then you find out when it's too late that you cannot handle it. And then you end up doing dumb things. You end up waking up next to people you don't know. You all right? George just had an asthma attack. You all right? All right. So I'm just saying, but these are things that literally happen. Some people wake up from a night of drunkenness and they wake up with AIDS. It's the truth. No, we don't have to switch up. It's the truth. All right. So keep going. Let's keep going. All I'm saying is don't bring it up if y'all want to talk about it, because I'm going to tell you the truth about it. No, Dylan, you're right. It's not a sin per se if you have a glass of wine once you're 21. However, you got to understand that you have to do everything in moderation. The Bible talks about moderation. But the problem with moderation is us as humans cannot trust our flesh. So it's really hard to moderate.
And you're supposed to be 21.
We talked about the 21.
It's in the Bible, like you got to be 20.
No, it says obey the laws of the land. That is in the Bible. And the law says that you have to be 21. See, that would be a different story.
So the sin can switch up.
The law can switch up. And as long as you abide by that law.
I'm just saying, I was just testing your mind.
Right. Because the law is never going to say at 10 you can drink. All right. So now, do we all remember, Jordan, you can't go before I go. Remember that, okay? I never got to point number 2. I'm still on number 1. Thank you very much. All right. So understand that the first thing that should inspire you is respiration, which is the fact that you're able to breathe over and over again. The fact that God gave you life. The fact that God, He reserved your life and that He allows you to breathe in and out over and over. Every breath that you have is another chance to be great. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Every breath that you have is another chance to be great. Now, the second thing that should inspire you is your dirt. Your dirt. We're going to figure out why. Your dirt. Everybody think about your dirt first. Think about every mess up. Think about every mishap. All right? Tell me, why do you think your dirt, should be inspiration to you? Why Why would God use the things that we're not proud of in life to inspire us? I see new hands. Sierra.
To ensure that you don't make the same mistake twice.
To ensure that you don't make the same mistake twice. Barry?
I was gonna say, like, if you get to a point where you like, you know what I'm saying, you like, you don't have no dirt on you. It's like you get to a point where I'm spotless, I'm clean now, so there's nothing more for me to do. Like, while you have your dirt, it's like you have, you know what? My goal for the day would be to get rid of this, and you know, it keeps going on. You know?
Okay. Good. Jordan, and then I come to Dirk.
Like my cousin said, you know, yes.
That's not your cousin. Keep going. Talk up for him.
When God convicts you on the dirt that you've done, it makes you not want to do it again because you get hurt, like often hurt from God. So it's an inspiration to better yourself.
Okay.
All right.
So you gotta speak up.
All right.
Speak
Dirt.
up, yo.
All right, dirt is like. All right, since God made you dirt, dirt is dirt. You feel me? Like you feel what I'm saying?
This is what I'm just saying. Dirt is dirt. Johnny?
Whatever.
Okay.
All right, look, no. All right, so it's dirt.
That was Dylan Brown. On Facebook. Go.
So look, when it's dirt, when you it brings like it makes you humble at the same time. You feel me? So you like, you know, I'm too good for this, and you look back to the Bible like, well, God made me from dirt, so I can't look at nobody else and judge them. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Though that's that preacher mindset. We got.
That was Reverend EFS. Reverend EFS. He said it brings you back. Okay, it brings you back. I saw some other hand. I saw two over here. Shikar, was your hand up? Go ahead. Shh, be quiet.
Like, you can learn from them. You can talk to other people about them. And sometimes you make that mistake over and over again. I forgot you the one that told me about it. How when you talk about a rapper, how they talk about the same stuff. They using their gift in the wrong way. Like,
Okay.
So it's like if you keep making the same mistake, you're just gonna keep living that same sin, and no matter if you depend on it, he's not gonna forgive you because you just keep apologizing.
Oh, okay. So you have not really repented because you're still doing the same thing. So you just apologize. Okay. Yes.
All right, so look, all right, this kind of off subject.
No, don't do off subject then. Think about it and then tell me afterwards. Because we got to stay on the same subject. Is it on or off? Okay, well, we'll come back to the in between.
Okay, so Jordan told me this yesterday. There are two sides to every sin that you make. There's a positive side and a negative side. You know what you said? Yeah. Okay. So when you do when you do something that's negative, God always gives you a positive. So when He gives you that positive, technically it reminds you of your dirt, but you're using it to a different aspect. Let me give you an example. So if you decided that you were gonna smoke weed from when you were 12 to 16, but then once you stopped smoking weed, you realized the health conflicts, etc., that you were outside the will of God, then you can use that to a positive aspect to direct yourself to young men who are still smoking weed and to segue them into the church of second.
Okay. And then the verse that will assist you with that is all things work together for good to them that love God and are called according to His purpose. Okay?